too. Imagine interest rates jumping up to as much as 7%. Unlikely?
Not so. According to mortgage expert Vince Ingui, he's here this morning making a bold prediction on the first Monday of the new year. You say rates will jump to a high by year's end?
High that we haven't seen in a while. Yeah, coming into this year, there were reports that rates were going to be closer to 7, and we debunked that right away and said, well, with all this federal money coming in, we're probably going to see rates between 4.5% and 5.5%. That prediction rang true for 2009.
True. But the federal money comes to a close, what, in March? That's just 6-7 weeks away.
Yeah, we've only got, the bad news is that once that federal money is gone, they artificially essentially took rates from, let's say, 6.5% down to, 4.5% to 5% for the last year or so. Once that money dries up, which is going to be at the end of March, we expect rates to get up probably closer to, this year we're expecting them between low 5s and at year end probably 6.5, hopefully not pushing 7, but we're going to be back up there again.
Vince, how fast can you do math then? Let's say I want to buy a house for $300,000. What does that difference in interest rate, mortgage rate mean to me as far as money?
Well, I'm not that fast, but but it is significant. I mean,
3%.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about let's say 1% roughly of your total loan. So if you're borrowing $300,000, 1% of that is $3,000. So $3,000 approximately in interest is what you could be overpaying for that particular mortgage.
So for 2010, what's your best advice? We have a lot of homeowners who wanted to sell, but they were trying to kind of wait and see if things were going to get any better. At the same time, if you want to buy, then you're worried, you're going to lose out on tax credits or whatever else there is to offer. So what's your best advice then for people who are in that position? Do we sell? Do we buy? What do we do?
Well, here's the good news. The window is closing, okay, as far as interest rates being at all-time lows, but it's not closed. You have up until, I would say, April to make a move. So between now and then, if you're on the fence, buy. You've got the tax credit helping you, $8,000 for first-time home buyers, $6,500.
So don't worry about leaving your house, because people are worried about selling their houses. That's the thing. You know?
Prices have stabilized. So if you have a choice of selling, then you probably still want to hang on. But if you're in a situation where you don't have to sell and you're thinking about buying, or you have an interest, you're thinking about refinancing, now is the time to do it, because you probably have 2 or 3 months before things really start to move up.
So you're going back and forth about this with your wife or husband. You say pull the trigger and get it done by April 1st.
Yeah, don't
or
even
you'll be
hesitate.
a fool.
I would say pull the trigger now, because between now and April 1st, there's a lot of volatility there. You may have a week or two in the market where rates are good, as they are right now, high 4s, low 5s on a 30-year fix. You may trend 5.25, 5.5, and back and forth. So don't wait. Pull the trigger now. If you're on the fence, there's no better time. We've been saying it for a year now. If you haven't been listening for the past year, listen this morning.
Do it now, because you will be kicking yourself, because that 1 month that you wait, a big difference for you.
You got it.
You got it, Vince. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.